Most people don't quit because they're weak. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They quit because their mind gives up long before their body ever would. You probably felt it. That voice that whispers, "I can't do this. I'm tired. I'm done. Maybe tomorrow." But here's the truth, backed by neuroscience, military psychology, and the stories of the world's toughest survivors. You are capable of 2 to 4 times more than your brain allows you to believe. Your limits are almost never physical. They are mental thresholds created by fear, comfort, and old habits. This is the story of why your brain stops and how you can train it to go further than you ever thought possible. Inside your brain, there's a built-in safety system. Neuroscientists call it the central governor theory. It's like a protective parent. The moment your brain senses discomfort, challenge, or uncertainty, it pulls the brakes. Not because you're actually in danger, but because your brain overprotects you from effort. That moment when your heart pounds during studying, when your legs burn in the gym, when your business isn't growing fast enough, your brain panics, and it sends signals to stop, to rest, to quit, not because you're done, but because you're uncomfortable. The brain hates discomfort, but growth lives there. Navy SEALs say something legendary. When you think you're done, you're only at 40%. 40, not 90, not 80, 40. Your brain waves the white flag early because it fears exhaustion, embarrassment, and failure. But the SEALs train their minds to ignore the first wave of fear. That's how they push through hell weeks, freezing waters, and impossible missions. They don't have superhuman bodies. They have super trained minds. And here's the twist. Students can use this rule. Entrepreneurs can use it. Anyone can use it. When you feel like quitting, you're only at the start of your real power. Why does pushing past your limits work? Because when you refuse to quit, even for a few seconds, 1, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine fuels motivation. The more effort you reward, the more your brain wants to continue. 2, your stress cycle resets. The moment you continue despite anxiety, cortisol drops. You become calmer, not more stressed. 3, your identity changes. The first time you don't quit, your brain rewires and says, "Oh, we're this kind of person now." That is neuroplasticity, your brain physically changing because of your choices. Which means discipline isn't talent, it's training. Literal, biological training. Let me tell you a story. There was a young athlete who collapsed during training every week. He thought he was weak. His coaches told him otherwise. They said, "You're not tired, your brain just wants comfort." So they trained him not to run faster, but to recognize the moment the brain lies. The moment your mind says stop, that's the beginning of your real training. Months later, that athlete broke a national long-distance record. Not because his body changed, but because he learned the truth. Strength begins at discomfort. Success begins at fear. And greatness begins when excuses end. Here's a real technique used by top performers. Whenever your brain says stop, don't continue for an hour, not even for 5 minutes. Just commit to 10 more seconds. 10 seconds of studying, 10 more seconds in the gym, 10 more seconds in your business plan. Because 10 seconds is enough to break your mind's panic cycle. It teaches your brain, we don't quit at discomfort, and slowly your threshold expands. World-class athletes have a secret ritual. When they finish a set, they add one more rep, just one. Students can do one more page. Entrepreneurs can do one more message, because one more builds a psychological identity. I go beyond the limit. Limits don't stop champions. Champions stretch limits. Your brain loves wins, even tiny ones. Write down 3 things daily. 1 thing you finished, 1 thing you resisted, quitting 1 thing you will win tomorrow. These micro victories create momentum. Momentum builds discipline, and discipline builds success. Small wins beat big motivation. You're not weak. You're not slow. You're not behind. Your brain simply built walls of fear to protect you. But now you know how to climb them. You're someone who goes further. Someone who finishes, someone who grows when others stop. Because now you understand the truth. Your body isn't the limit. Your mind is, and your mind can be trained. So next time you feel tired, do 10 more seconds, take 1 more step, add 1 more rep, and watch how your life transforms. Because when your brain gives up, your greatness is just beginning. This is how you become unstoppable. This is Forward Movement 247. Keep moving forward.